All right, welcome to another episode of Slam Podcast. We have Ruby. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I don't get anything mixed up. I'm Derek Bargetzi with Slam. And we have Ruby, we have Zoe, we have Levi from NorthRidge Church.
That's right.
Excellent job. We'll insert.
No, come on, applause.
And what state are you guys from? City and state? Is it Northridge? Is that the city?
It's
No.
Michigan.
You guys know what
It's
state you're in?
Michigan, and
Michigan,
then we're in
right.
Plymouth. Well, that's where the church is.
Excellent, excellent. And you guys had a big journey.
We
Journey
did.
Yeah,
down.
we did.
We
How
did.
long was the drive down
So,
Nashville, Tennessee?
If we had no stops, it would have been 8 hours, but we had stops, so we
So
had
how
10
long?
hours.
10 hours.
Yeah.
2 hours of stops isn't really that bad.
Wasn't bad.
We had 4
How-
stops too.
What time did you wake up?
I woke up at like 6:30.
Is that crazy early for you? Or is that pretty normal?
It's really
Cool,
early.
super early. How late can you guys sleep on a summer day?
Well, last night me and this one girl went to bed at 1.
You went to bed at
But
1 a.m.
this summer, the latest I stayed up was 5:30 a.m.
Yeah,
Ooh,
mine was
wow.
like
So
5,
you guys will
6
like
a.m.
sleep till like 2 p.m.
Well, I only slept till like 12:30.
Yeah, I'll
actually.
wake up early. Like I can go to
What's
bed, like-
early? 12?
Early for me is like 8:30.
8:30.
Yeah.
Oh,
8:30.
okay.
Okay.
8:30.
Man.
That's good for you guys.
8:30 is like a normal time.
I remember being young.
Yeah.
That was
Sleeping
nice.
into 8:30, that'd be a win.
Yeah.
That'd be
What time do you wake up now?
well.
Levi,
the
what's
question is,
your-
what time do my kids wake up?
Yeah. Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
They
Usually
dictate everything.
early. Yeah, they're
How old are your kids?
don't have kids. No, that's not the rule. I have 5 kids. I have a 9-year-old, an 8-year-old, a 6-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 4-month-old.
Wow. Yeah. No one would think when you say 5, your first age would be 9.
No,
Yeah. No one
No.
would think that. Yeah. So you're not sleeping.
no, I haven't
Yeah.
slept in years, guys.
I haven't slept.
Pray for me.
You haven't
You're
slept
watching
in
this
9
podcast.
years. Yeah. I haven't slept. I think it was Jim Gaffigan's joke or something like
Yeah,
that. He's like,
yeah.
I haven't slept in 5 years.
Yeah, he also has too many kids.
Yeah.
So.
Hope he sees this one.
Yeah.
You guys can bond.
Yeah, let's talk about it, Jim.
All right, so we're just going to kind of talk about, maybe get to know you guys just a little bit. You guys want to tell us a little bit about your town that you guys live in? Is it a big town, small town? You said it's Plymouth? That's where the town the church is in?
Yeah, it's in Plymouth, but they're from separate towns.
Oh, you guys are
Yeah.
from several places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Northridge is kind of that way. Like even
Yeah.
from our group, like almost,
Yeah.
I don't think there's only a few that go to the same school,
Really?
and only a few that live in the same town. So
Gotcha.
they're all scattered.
Got you. So really the time you guys have together is when you come to church.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
much something like that. Yeah.
We
I think
find
a lot of
time
my youth
outside,
experiences
too.
like that too. There was like I only had like 1 or 2 people that went to the same school I did. That's probably similar for you guys.
Yeah, there's no one for my. I'd like bring friends,
Yeah.
but there's no one that like.
How
met
big
at
are y'all
church.
schools you go to?
Mine's pretty small. There's about like maybe 300 kids.
300 kids?
Mine's
Is it
like-
just a high school?
It's just a middle school, so 7th and 8th.
Oh, okay, 7th and 8th. 300 kids in just 7th and 8th grade.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good size for just
Well,
2
yeah.
grades.
But we also my grades are different. Like it's like each 2 grades have their own school.
Oh,
So we
okay.
have like a high school, a middle school, and then like the other schools like are in separate
All right.
and different ones. I
That
guess
sounds so confusing.
it is.
Wow. But,
Few
God
only,
bless
man.
you for that. And what about you? How big's your school?
Mine's pretty big. It's 6th through 8th, and we have like 800 kids.
Oh, okay. 6
So-
through 8, 800 kids. And what grade are you guys going into?
8th.
8th.
You're both going into 8th grade.
Yeah.
Excellent job. Are you guys pretty excited? You're like, you rule the school now. You're 8th graders.
Probably not.
I'm
Oh,
pretty
not
excited.
okay. You're pretty excited.
I'm excited.
When you walk around, you just push little kids over.
No.
You just like get out of my way.
No.
Like
No.
that kind
Zoe
of
runs the show for sure.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
I like that. I appreciate it. I was always super small in middle school.
Will you
So
end up
like
at
me.
Will you end up at the park?
Yeah, what's the park?
Plymouth, Salem, Canton, at one of those 3.
Oh, I don't know. If I move, then yeah. But
Okay.
I might
If you
not.
move, it's the park of the school.
It's this crazy thing. I've only heard about it in Michigan. So it's 3 high schools.
Okay.
It's like 6,000 high schoolers, and
Oh,
that's
okay.
3 schools that all share one campus.
Oh,
It-
And
It's
so
a
like you
huge
could
campus.
go to Plymouth,
yeah.
but you could be sitting next to the kid from the Salem football team that you're about to play in football that night and have a class together.
Oh,
Like-
wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
You're
And
graduating.
there's separate buildings
There's 3 separate high school buildings that are
on the same campus.
all literally right next to each other. So you could have a class in Plymouth, then your second hour could be in Salem, and your third hour could be in Canton.
Sounds like a university. Sounds like a college, like with a bunch of different buildings.
I don't
And
know.
it's 6,000 kids.
It's a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
I've not heard of that.
It's crazy.
It's pretty rare.
Yeah.
Sounds like that's pretty rare. That's normal for you guys. Is that what you'll do too?
No, I'll just go to Garden City High School.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Got you. All
Yeah.
right. You won't be consumed by the 6,000 people.
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys do anything at school? Do you guys play sports? Do you guys do any hobbies? Do you guys have any after school stuff?
I do volleyball and soccer.
Volleyball and soccer. Nice. Because you're tall. You got
Yeah.
height for the volleyball.
And then I'm goalie for soccer.
And the goalie for soccer.
Goalie
Are you
defense.
crazy as the goalie? Are you yelling at people? Are you like barking orders?
I used to be, and then I quit, and then I came back to it.
You came back to it.
Yeah.
That's nice. You realized it was right the first time.
Yeah,
That's
I played
exactly
like
right.
my whole life, and then
Yeah.
I quit once I got into middle school
Got you.
for volleyball.
And
And then
now-
I came back
now
to
you're
it this
back.
year.
Volleyball and goalkeeping really kind of go together.
Yeah, I
That's pretty
realized that.
Yeah.
I feel like I got a lot better after,
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
better at volleyball.
And if you were going to play after high school and you can only pick one, which
Volleyball for sure.
volleyball for sure.
I find it more fun, and also it's just like
yeah.
I find like I have more
Can you
skill
just
in
spike
it.
the fire out of that
I'm
ball?
pretty
dude?
good.
You're pretty good. Well,
In my
I love the
opinion.
confidence. I love that. Bravo.
I'm pretty
Well
good.
done. My oldest daughter plays volleyball. She's a tall lady too, and she does that. Awesome. What about you?
I do soccer, dance, and volleyball.
Soccer, dance, and volleyball. Wow, the dance probably helps. Keep the coordination going.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What kind of dance do you do?
So this year I'm doing 7. I'm doing
Did you say
Cat.
7?
Yeah.
7 dances?
Yeah.
Different types of dances?
Yeah.
All right.
So
There you
I'm
go.
doing tap, jazz, ballet, contemporary,
Okay.
and musical theater.
Okay.
And then
that sounds fun.
so then I do this Thriller dance to the Michael Jackson song Thriller.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And I perform it at Halloween time and
Yeah.
at my recital.
yeah.
So that's a jazz. And then
Isn't
I have
the Thriller dance one that's like this one?
Yeah, we
Is
do
the
that in the
Thriller
dance.
You do that?
hmm It's
that's so cool. I'm
basically
so
the
jealous.
same dance as the music video,
Okay.
but justified so we can do it.
yeah.
And then for the 7th dance, it's like a production.
Okay.
It's the first dance that goes on that's 5 minutes long.
yeah.
It's every single style. So
Yeah.
you get put in a certain style.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, you don't be nailed
Yeah.
down there. 7 different types of dances. Way to
Yeah.
go. That's awesome. I always wanted to dance. My dad danced. He was he would skate and dance and he supposedly could jump up and touch his toes when he
Really?
was in
While
college.
skating?
That's what he said. I don't know if it was while skating, but
Oh.
I'm definitely going to ask him tonight.
Oh.
I'm going to see him tonight. And I'm definitely going to ask him that question. He did that. This was about 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, one of those. And he was confident he could still do a backflip. And he stood on the edge of a front porch and he jumped back to do a backflip and he just landed on his back and didn't even get close. Nor do I know why he had the confidence to think he can complete a backflip when he perhaps hadn't tried it in 40 years or something like that. But that's to us, it takes a while for us to realize our
I can
age
say, don't you
sometimes.
think every middle-aged man has that story?
Yeah. Mine's coming. I don't know what it is yet, but mine's coming for sure.
I can do this
Yeah,
thing, and you get out
yeah.
there and you just can't. You
Yeah.
can't do it at all.
I did a thing one time I played football in high school, and so we do this after-school program thing that we're running. The kids really like flag football. So I was like, yeah, dude, I'll destroy all of you. So we went and played, and they passed me a ball. I was playing quarterback for the most part, but they passed me a ball, and I took off running, and I went to do a massive spin move. I'm just going to break their ankles. I broke my wrist.
Yeah.
And that was my story. It was terrible. And then the guy took the x-rays and he looked at it and he goes, "You're going to have arthritis." And I was like, good night, dude. I was like,
Yeah.
my life is over just because I tried to prove to some kids I could spin
Yeah.
move for some reason. But there was this little patch of grass and it took me out, man.
Yeah.
That
You gotta
patch of
look
grass
out.
take me out.
You gotta look out for that
Yeah,
grass. It's
yeah. You gotta
the
look
older
out.
you get, the more dangerous that grass
That's
is.
exactly right.
That's the lesson.
So, Levi, can you tell us how long you've been at NorthRidge?
Yeah.
And then maybe a little bit of your history of how you became a youth minister.
Yeah.
Does that sound okay?
Yeah. Sure.
Sweet.
Yeah, I've been at NorthRidge 3.5 years. So my family and I, we moved there January 1st of 2020. We timed it up perfect.
Perfect.
We
Yeah.
nailed it on the timing. Before that, we had been college pastors in Wisconsin
Okay.
for about 5-ish years. And then before that was a youth pastor. So
Oh, okay.
again, in Green Bay.
In Green Bay.
Yeah, so back in Wisconsin.
Where is that? Are you born in Wisconsin? Where are you from?
Grew up in Massachusetts, went to college in
Wow.
Minnesota though.
Oh, okay.
So after college, then have been in the Midwest since.
You've been staying up there.
Yep. I married
You
my
call
wife.
like Minnesota and all that Midwest?
Yeah.
Really?
I like Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin, Minnesota.
Midwest.
Yeah. It's Midwest.
I would never in my life have referred to those states as Midwest.
Really?
I would have said the North.
The North.
Yeah, that's
Just the North.
Like,
That's
you just
Canada.
need to memorize these northern states.
That's okay.
And there was probably all of those states.
Honestly, if you go any further south in Indiana, I call it the South. So we're probably it's the same.
No, because we're the Southeast.
Yeah. So in my mind, I'm like, you guys. I don't know where the Mason-Dixon line is, but I would assume you're below
you guys
that.
attacked us, so ever since then, we're just like, they're just the North.
Yeah, and we feel similarly up there. You guys are the South. So.
I get that.
As soon as I hear y'all, I'm like,
the South.
Yeah, we're in it. We're deep.
Once you cross the border, you just say, I'd like you to describe those people as like a group of people. What would you say? Y'all.
Yeah, because in Michigan, you'd say you all.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Which takes so much time.
Maybe. No.
I mean, why would you say that?
I hear so many people say y'all.
I say that all the time.
In the North?
I say
Get
y'all.
out.
We're learning something today.
You guys will stay down here.
So it's just y'all. and
You now have 2 new helpers. So
you guys have to move now.
Yeah.
I hope that's okay.
you're so ready to abandon Michigan.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Ruby.
Thank you, Ruby. I mean, I feel bad for Levi, but I feel loved.
I'll get over it.
Our loss.
Cool. So I didn't mean to interrupt your story there, but so you went from Massachusetts, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and now Michigan. NorthRidge. All right. And Michigan, your Michigan life started with this church?
Yeah. We moved to Michigan to take the job at NorthRidge. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
That's great. How did it come about you becoming a youth minister and choosing to do that? You were in college, you said?
Yeah, I was at a Christian college.
Yeah. And
midway through, I was lucky. I got around this like really incredible group of guys. Like I walked in, honestly, not following Jesus at all. But was at a Christian college and got lucky. It was around this really incredible group of guys.
Really.
And being around them really helped change my life. Like that's like first time I had people my age who loved Jesus. And, and so for me, I kind of describe it like we had chapel every day because that's what Christian colleges do. Yeah. And fun fact, I sat in the same chair every day for all 4 years.
All 4 years.
I asked people to move once or twice.
Did you?
I did.
I'm
That's
sorry.
terrible.
This is where
I did. I said I kind of have a good thing going. Yeah. Balcony,
There's
third row up, third
this.
chair in, and I was like, I hate to be this kind of my spot.
Do you do that at church now?
I do. I think all church people should be really possessive of their. No, that's the opposite. That's not.
It's a statement of faith.
But I just is kind of like I feel like it's always for me been over seasons that God's kind of spoken most clearly. Like it's never been like that beam of light or that in one snap of the fingers, but like over a season, it's kind of like. Kind of here's the path you could go down, or here's what you could be, and I'll love you and be with you, whichever. Yeah. But for me, I was kind of like, I'm an all-in person, so I was like, if we're gonna follow Jesus, let's do it. So here we are.
Yeah, I'm very similar to that as well. In that I'm an all-in kind of person.
Yeah.
And I liked how you said that because that's kind of part of what we've been talking about here at Slam this week, anyways. The people you surround yourself with really have an impact on you. To it's like you want to be around people who want what God wants. Mm-hmm. And when you do that, you really can fulfill that potential and that purpose that you have because you have so many people investing in you, and not just to please you, but to please God. And that's ultimately what we need. People around us who want to please God, who can be honest with us and tell us the truth. So it's a really wonderful testimony to hear. For Ruby and Zoe, do you guys want to tell us a little bit about the service projects you guys did? I think we said you guys did the branch today. Is that right? The branch ministries? Is that right? You guys want to tell us a little bit about what you did today, and maybe if anything was impactful to you, maybe you can share that a little bit. Does that sound okay?
Yeah. So
you might just get a little bit closer to the
sorry.
You're so soft spoken, but I bet on that volleyball court or goalie keeper, you're just screaming.
Yeah, and on the ride back, they were singing Taylor Swift really loud.
Taylor Swift, I bet, dude. Yeah. I can see that.
But like. Wait, I completely forgot.
The branch.
Oh, yeah.
About the branch. It's okay.
So, when we got into like the warehouse part, she's not the owner. She's just like one of the head people. She kind of just gave us like the story on what they do there and like kind of how it all started. Yeah. And that it felt like an impact on me because it was like.
Well, what could you maybe tell us what it is for people who may not know what the branch is?
I can't remember. It was like, wasn't it Candy Christmas or something like
that?
That was this lady's name.
Yeah.
It was like Candy Christmas.
Her name was Candy Christmas?
Yes, that's her name.
Wow. Her legal name.
I'm
Candy
pretty
Christmas.
sure.
She was like, call me Candy Christmas.
Yes.
I think she was right on that.
Unique
I
name.
like
Yeah, because I remember seeing like the parking only Candy Christmas.
Oh, all right.
And
Nice.
she told us that, I don't think it was like her mom. It was just like the owner of the place.
Yeah.
She went like under this bridge part
Yeah.
one day,
Yeah.
and like a bunch of homeless people were living under there.
Yeah.
So she like felt like the need to like provide for them and like
Yeah.
give them food and give
Right.
them like things they need.
Yeah.
And she went there every single Tuesday, and
Oh,
they
cool.
haven't missed a Tuesday
Yeah.
until like the pandemic. They like fenced off under the bridge,
Okay.
and they moved the homeless people like outside,
wow.
like more into the city.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like it was kind of hard for her to find how to still provide.
Yeah.
for
she
those
couldn't
people.
find the people that were there.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it was still difficult, but they like found a way, and they
Right.
got this warehouse, and they started like making it a bigger thing for more and more people,
Right.
like not just only under the bridge,
Yeah.
just like for everyone that needs it to
Right.
come get what they need.
Yeah.
So
That's really
it
special.
was like, yeah, it was really like
she
impactful.
was really sounded like she was really tenacious to make
Yeah.
sure that it just didn't stop because the people that she was serving moved somewhere. She just put
Yeah.
some work in to figure out. You could tell someone like that. You're like, man, it wasn't just like happenstance or coincidence that she just found some people that were in a difficult situation and they moved away, but
Yeah.
she put some work in and was like, this is something God told her to do.
Yeah.
So she went and found that. That's really inspiring.
Yeah, it was like
So what'd you guys do today then?
today, there was a bunch of different like almost stations, I guess you
Yeah.
could say.
Yeah.
There were 3 or so like packing like food bags
Yeah.
where you would pack like, I know there was one just like for kids, so there was
Yeah.
more like snacks in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was one that was more for a family,
Yeah.
and another one, I know the one you guys did. Which one was that? Just like food bags?
Yeah, I think it's just like I think there's a snack, and then they
Yeah.
pair it with like a hot sandwich or something.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then they packed school bags, which they packed a lot of, like, I think they packed 300 backpacks today,
Oh, wow.
which it was a lot.
What's in the school bags? Who is that for the people?
It's for
people or is it
kids.
For kids.
It's
Okay.
yeah, like for
Gotcha.
school and stuff, because it's about to start.
So it's got like school supplies.
Yeah,
and all
school
those kind of
supplies
things
and
in it.
stuff,
That's really
like
neat.
everything they would need.
Yeah, yeah.
And
300 is pretty great one day.
yeah,
Way to go,
and
guys.
then another like area was like folding the silverware
Yeah.
so you can like put it into the
Yeah,
bags, and
yeah.
like taking the snacks outside of the boxes that they
Yeah.
came in, so everyone
Yeah.
could like
That's cool.
put it together more
yeah,
easy.
Yeah,
And it was just really cool because we all worked like so hard
yeah,
and like as a group, because there was 3 of the churches here
Mhm.
at that place.
yeah.
I know there was like one group from Northridge.
Today was a rainy day.
It was a rainy day. I'm so happy we were inside.
It rained the entire day.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much stopped the second service projects was over.
Yeah,
The rain was like
perfect
we're done.
timing.
Yeah.
worked
Actually,
out
it kept it cool from what we hear. It kept
Yeah.
it cool in the warehouse.
Hey,
so
rock on.
Yeah, it didn't get too hot
Awesome.
at
Yeah.
all.
Well, thank you, Lord, blessing us that way. Yeah, I think Slam actually started. Greg Garner, who started Students Living in Mission in California, started with a homeless ministry,
Yeah.
handing out food,
Mhm.
and that's how it started. Was from that, and then became something to provide an opportunity for other youth groups to do and facilitate the same thing. So it's really neat that, like, that was in '96. So what is that? 27? My math right? 29?
Yeah, 27.
I wasn't
27.
I wasn't
It's
prepared to do
2023,
math.
24, 27 years later. That's still happening.
Yeah.
And that's really wonderful. I'm really thankful to hear that kind of ministry is still
That's
going
cool.
on. Do you guys do a lot of service-oriented type things at Northridge as well?
Yeah, I know we have that Christmas like box every year.
Candy Christmas?
We
Yes,
should we shouldn't change
We
the
should- we
name.
should call it-
You can
Candy
change the name to Candy
Christmas.
Christmas. Do you approve, Ruby?
Yeah.
I think it's a
I
great
agree.
idea.
Have you done any of the service stuff at Northridge?
We got one of the boxes for the Christmas thing, and like we filled it with a whole bunch of toys and like gave it back.
Mhm.
There's like these woman nights too, where we like pack food for people. I
Right.
did that. There was
That's
another
great.
woman night where it was like worship and all
Yeah,
that stuff. I
yeah.
did that.
That's awesome. I love that you guys do that. And that's one of the things, and I know a lot of churches do that already. Not all of them get opportunities to do a lot of service-oriented type things quite yet, whether they're just now getting going, and other churches are full board into that. But I do hope that when people experience Slam and they see the impact that it can have to really give and be people who like to serve others and care for others and who are in need, that they can feel inspired, not just to say, we did that in Nashville, but also to go home and go like, we need to find these places that are doing these things. Because for us, we've been doing it here in Nashville since 2001. And we've just been meeting people and finding people like Candy Christmas at the branch, and then trying to get involved to help in that way. And it really is just a matter of finding some people and getting there. So this is a Slam podcast, and I do think it's really helpful if you guys wouldn't mind maybe talking a little bit about what we can kind of conclude with this, but maybe talking about what your experience at Slam has been like so far. You can maybe talk about a specific thing. Some groups talk about like worship was really impactful, or something that you've really enjoyed about it, or something that's been meaningful to you, something that you've liked, late nights. I don't know. It could be anything. Does anything stand out to you guys that you like to talk about?
I feel like ending the night with late nights is a great like way,
Yeah.
like going straight like from session, having like more of impact, and then kind of just like chilling out and like getting a bunch of energy out at late nights is really fun. Obviously the sessions are really nice, and I like we don't always have the same like speaker. I know in the mornings it switches up, and you're always there at night.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's fun hearing from different people instead of like the same person morning, night, every day.
Yeah.
And it's like nice hearing more and more people's
That's cool.
stories.
I like that. That's true. To have that. I don't think I've heard that before. Someone say that they enjoyed specifically that part that was different people. And that's super true. I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Did you have something, Ruby?
Something that happened yesterday when we were working on the fences that had an impact on me. There were these two people like out there with all their luggage and stuff.
Yeah.
We had to like what was the guy's name that we had that was with us that like had to ask?
Jared.
He like had to ask him to like move so we could like paint the fence, and then like he was talking to them and like asking them if they need anything. He gave them an umbrella because like for shade.
Yeah.
And then when we went out for lunch and we came and we realized that there was extras, so I think it was Mia that pointed out we should give them to like these people.
Yeah.
So we gave them like the extra food. They weren't there, or at least they didn't come out from under the umbrella because we couldn't really see them.
Yeah.
And we like set them down on there.
Yeah.
And then when we drove away, like we saw them like looking at it.
Yeah.
And then also when we were standing the fence, a guy like drove past and like said like hi, waved or whatever, and then turned around and gave us all water.
Yeah.
So it was like
that's cool.
Cool.
Yeah, I love you guys. Good job seeing a need like that and responding. That's very mature of you. That's really wonderful. Good job, Ruby. The Lord sees that. You know, the Lord's real proud, and we can see a need and meet a need, to say that so clearly, you know, or so quickly there. Thank you guys for sharing that. Did you have anything, Levi? You wanted to share something?
Yeah, it's our first time doing Slam. I think. Yeah, I think the cool.
Every group this week's brand new.
Yeah,
it's fun.
That is fun. I think the best part for me is always like seeing these guys in action. Just it's cool to see, you know, because we get to see them in one context and to see them in another one. Yeah. And honestly, like I've been really proud. Like you know, sometimes you take a group somewhere, you're like, come on, guys, like we can do. But it's been cool because I'm like, oh man, you got like the right hearts, like working hard, and even how they treat each other.
Just diving in.
Yeah, and I think like obviously a lot of that is because of how you guys set it up, you know, and it's like you guys having these partnerships and creating an environment where these guys can thrive and be challenged, but still do it together is cool.
That's cool. And I know Wayne, who's one of the leaders with you, was bragging on you yesterday to me. I got to talk with him for a while.
That's dangerous.
No, he was bragging. He had a lot. He said you're a really wonderful communicator, and he's been blessed to have you specifically be their youth leader over these 3.5 years. I think you told me 4, but 3.5 for you. And he's a really wonderful guy, Wayne. And he was just sharing with that. And so I feel like him communicating that about you, I think would have been real special, and I wanted to make sure to share that with you. It's a real special thing.
Wayne's the best. If you ever go to Detroit, everybody knows Wayne. Like he's been there forever.
It sounds like that because it sounded like he knew everyone. He kept telling me, "Do you know this guy?" And I was like, "No, do you know this guy?" He was like, "How do you not know these people?"
Yeah, so that's fun too because he's on staff as well.
Yeah,
and it's fun just to have him and his wife are both here. Yeah. Like they didn't need to come, but they're like, we still needed volunteers. Like, we'll come.
They seem like very special people.
They are the best.
Yeah,
like
that's cool.
The best.
Yeah, thank God for people like that.
Yep.
The best people.
Yeah.
Thank God for the best.
Yeah, we like the good people and not the bad people. Just to clarify.
That's great. Well, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Ruby. Thank you, Zoe, Levi. Appreciate that so much. Check us out Slam podcast. This is episode number. I have no idea. Nate's our recorder guy. I have no idea what number this is. Yeah, resets every week. He's giving me this is number 2.
Number 2. We're honored to be here for number 2.
All right, thank you guys. God bless you guys.
Yeah.
Peace out. You guys are great.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. Way to go.